Since I've started this YouTube channel, the number one question I've gotten over and over in some variation is, hey, I want to learn the cloud, but where do I start? Well, in this video, I'll talk you through a couple different choices you can make along the way to pick the right cloud provider for you. Then I'll give you some free resources that you can use to get yourself started.
Cloud Guy Chris. Beep. Boop. Blonk. Subscribe.
I see why this is such a hard question for people, because when you look at something like I'm showing on the screen right now, there's like 10 different choices. They all have some variation of cloud or something in their name.
So to make it easy, we'll just slim the list down to the top 3 providers, like so.
Google Cloud Platform, AWS, and Azure. All right, so now we've made the decision very easy. We only have 3 to choose from. So the first question I want to ask you is, do you have a preference? Like, people don't watch videos about cloud computing by accident. They have something in mind they want to do. Do you have a project in mind? Do you have a provider in mind you already want to use? If so, just pick that one. So maybe in your head you always thought, I've seen those NFL commercials about AWS, I want to learn that. Then go do it. And what's cool is once you get started with one cloud platform, it's pretty easy to move over to another one. I mean, there's always little differences, but all in all, cloud computing is kind of cloud computing. If you have a preference, do that. So you don't have a preference, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now is, in my little picture here, we're going to take Google Cloud Platform out. I have nothing against Google Cloud Platform, I've just never used it. And Azure and AWS are by far and away the most popular cloud providers in the sector. If you're going to start from scratch, let's start with one of the 2 most popular. Okay, so the next question I have for you is there a particular programming stack or operating system that you enjoy using? If so, this will make your decision easy. So if you're a Python person and you like Linux, just go to AWS, it's easy. Most of the VMs that you're going to find on there, the EC2 instances, their AMIs are Linux-based. Works really well with Python. All the documentation has Python examples. Use that. Are you more of a .NET person? You like your C#, Visual Studio, Windows? Then that's exactly what Azure's for. If you have something like Java or you want to use Go, you're gonna have to do a little bit of research or move on to the next step. All right, so you're still watching. That means you don't have a preference on a cloud provider. That means you don't have a particular stack. You just want to learn the cloud. Well, that's easy. Next thing I'm going to do is say, go on a job search platform like Indeed or something else, and go through the jobs that you might want to apply for. From there, you can look and see at the requirements. Are the jobs more often AWS? Well, then start there. Are they more often Azure? Start there. For example, I live in the Midwest, and in the Midwest, the most popular programming platform is .NET. A lot of Microsoft stuff here. When people pick a cloud provider here, it would make sense for them to pick Azure because they're most likely going to be employed in using Azure. All right, finally, you've gotten to the end. You followed my flowchart. You still don't know. I'll make it very easy for you then. Just pick AWS. The reason I say AWS, it is by far and away the largest cloud provider. If you learn AWS, you'll most likely have a chance at being employable and bringing value to your company. Now, I promised you some resources on how you can learn cloud computing easy. Free Code Camp has some excellent entry-level tutorials. In fact, this one I posted of Andrew Brown here for AWS. Not only can you follow the video, do the hands-on, learn the concepts, but when you're done, if you wanted to, you could set for the Cloud Practitioner certification. Bam, then you got something to put on your resume that says, I have a pretty good idea what's going on in AWS. So that's all I got for you. I hope this is helpful, and thanks for watching.